Witch Queen expansion for Destiny 2 is finally here, and with it comes a much anticipated weapon crafting system. The most mild of spoilers here, but we are granted access back to Mars after the first two missions of the Witch Queen campaign. Once complete, we have access to a new mission hub type area called the Enclave. Now, let's dive into a bunch of terminology and general mechanics. Buckle in and feel free to stop and take notes, cause rest assured, I got a bit lost in the weeds myself in trying to sort out all of this info. So, within the Enclave, we're given access to the Relic, which is the weapon crafting station. When you access the Relic, you're given the option to shape or reshape weapons. There is currently a set pool of weapons that you can shape and or craft. Each subsequent season beyond Season 16 will add more weapons to this pool, but for now, there are only 1 to 3 options per weapon type that are available to us. You can shape any weapon you have acquired the pattern for. You get the weapon patterns through attuning any weapon within the crafting pool that has Deepsight resonance, the red border around the weapon icon. However, to acquire the pattern for a weapon, it will require you to attune anywhere from 2 to 5 times of that specific weapon. To clarify this further, because it is not so straightforward, say you want to create the auto rifle come to pass. You will need to get the weapon to drop for you twice, each time with Deepsight resonance. And once you've attuned each of those 2 auto rifles and extracted the attunement package, you will then have unlocked the pattern. And this is dependent upon what weapon you want to craft. Some require 2 attunements, others require up to 5. These Deepsight resonant weapons are acquired through several different means. You can get them through the evidence board quests found at the Enclave, random world drops, the reward chest at the end of PsyOps seasonal activity, and from the reward chest at the end of the Wellspring activity. How you tune to a weapon with Deepsight resonance is simple: defeating enemies and or completing activities with the weapon equipped. Running around on patrols, completing public events, lost sectors, core playlists, etc. Any completed activity will net you progress towards weapon attunement. And once you've finally attuned your weapon, you can claim the attunement package and you'll be good to go. I hope you're still with me, there's just a bit more to cover. Shaping and reshaping weapons are very similar in their mechanics. Shaping a weapon allows you to use your weapon crafting resources to make and design a weapon to your liking. Simple as that. Each weapon will have a choice of different frames, which essentially serve as the masterwork of the weapon. Barrels or scopes, a magazine perk, and 2 different perk slots. There's also an extra slot for a cosmetic addition called a memento. Reshaping serves a similar purpose to shaping a weapon. Once you've crafted a weapon, you can then level it up in the same manner that you would attune to a Deepsight weapon, defeating enemies and completing activities. As you level up any crafted weapon, you will progressively get more access to its perk pool. Level 20 is essentially the quote-unquote max level for a weapon, and what that means is that you will have unlocked all that there is to unlock for the weapon. Given that you have the resources to do so, at level 20 you'll be able to mix and match all the possible perks to your heart's content, and any levels post 20 will just be a badge of honor. One final big point to mention is how to get the resources for all this weapon crafting business. As I mentioned before, completing the attunement on any Deepsight resonance weapons will grant you some weapon crafting materials. Either your choice, and depending on what the weapon offers, 12 of energetic, adroit, ruinous, or mutable element, and 200 neutral element per attunement package. You will also get some amount of neutral element from the campaign as well, and dismantling a legendary weapon will give you the resonant alloy. Now, the rare material of Ascendant alloy can only be acquired through Rep with Banshee 44, purchasing it from Master Rahul on a weekly allowance, or for completing the weekly campaign mission challenge unlocked through Rep gains with Finch. At the time of writing and putting this all together, there is no easy way to check how many resources you have for weapon crafting. You can cursor over the perks on any Witch Queen or Season 16 weapon with Deepsight or that you have crafted, and it will display the resources that you have tied to that perk. Going to the relic on Mars and seeing what resources you have collected via shaping or reshaping a weapon will give you the most comprehensive view of all that you have gathered. And that's it! Simple. right? So far, I've been really impressed by this system, though some tweaks to the drop rate of Deepsight weapons and crafting resources would be welcomed, and maybe opening up the cap on the resources might ease the stress of the crafting a little bit. It is a bit complicated at first, and for sure a lot to take in, but this is a much improved system compared to its predecessors that attempted to offer us the same thing. I really like the investment of using weapon, leveling it up, and having earned access to a deeper host of more flexible perks, really giving you that personal hands-on crafted touch to the guns that you already want to use. I hope you found this helpful, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye!